And an amazing, beautiful good evening to all of you, wherever you are watching us from. We are streaming live to all of you all over Africa, all over Europe. My name is Miss Tidan, coming to you live from one of the most beautiful cities ever in Africa, and that is Kampala, Uganda, East Africa. They call us the power of Africa. I'm going to be your host for this amazing, prestigious award, and that is the Female Founders Act Now 2023 Awards. Now, since we're doing this virtually, I feel like I'm speaking alone because the rest of my team are up and down. I don't know what they're doing. Guys, come down. I know I'm playing around with my members here. But I want to hear from you. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk. Where are you watching us from? And for you to be able to do this, all you need to do right now, get your phone, download the Slido app. It's so simple. It doesn't ask for your email, doesn't look for passwords. I know it can be it can be bothersome sometimes, right? So download that app, Slido, and then you can actually scan the code on your screens right now, or you can use the hashtag code, which is hashtag 3627542. That is hashtag 3627542, and you can join the conversation. Yes, I have my phone right here so that I can know where you are watching us from. So the first question to you is, talk to me. Where are you watching us from? Where are you watching us from? I would totally appreciate to know that. And of course, as you let me know where you're watching us from, just as a reminder, again, we are coming to you live from the one and only Kampala, Uganda, in East Africa, streaming to everybody around the world. This again is the Female Founders Act Now 2023 award. How excited are you? Oh my God, I am filled with energy. I'm blessed just to be here talking to all of you. So I'm seeing we do have people coming in from Munich, from Senegal, Armenia. How are you all doing? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Wow. Germany, I see all of you coming through. I'm seeing a lot of Germany coming through. Thank you. And as you let me know where you are watching from, one more question. It's a very, very simple one. How excited are you from a scale of, let's say, 1 to 10? I'm on 100 out of 10. I'm just excited to be here. And by the way, as you're watching me, I hope I look good, right? I'm a woman. Want to look good all the time. I hope I look good on the screen. Wow, I cannot read that. Is that 10 billion, zillion, trillion? That is how excited you are. Thank you for that. 11 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Thank you. Keep that conversation coming. I don't want to be speaking to myself. All right? Well, thank you. I look fantastic. Say it louder for those who are at the back of the boardroom. Thank you so much. And of course, another interesting question I'd like to ask, because when I was approached, I was actually shocked. So, when you heard Female Founders Act Now Awards, what was the first thing that came to your mind? Because I have a lot to say. When the first time you had the Female Founders Act Now Awards, what was that first thing that popped into your head? Hit me up. Slide into Slido right now. Remember, it's a simple app. You can download it right now from your Play Store or your Google Store, and use the code 3627542, or you can even scan the code that you see right there. So what you thought about when you had the Act Now Awards was teamwork, power, empowerment, innovation. Somebody's listening in from Hamburg. Thank you very much. Young, energetic people, the future inspiration. I love this. Keep this coming through. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this. But we are here on a timed clock. We are here to celebrate some amazing, amazing, amazing females, female founders from Africa. Do you know, right now, as I sit here in Kampala, I am so proud to be an African. I am so proud to say I'm that future female. I am so proud to know that there's so many people I can now look up to, get advice from, get mentored by, just by being right here with all of you. Now, as I was asking you, what was the first thing that popped into your mind when we said the Female Founders Act Now? Let me give you a story of how the Female Founders Act Now came to be or was birthed or was launched. So there was a beautiful, energetic, vivacious lady called Helen who sat down one time and wondered, I've been working with people in private sectors and in countries that have low income, trying to support small and medium-sized businesses. But how, what more can I do? Just connecting them with investors from different parts of the world is not enough. What more can I do to encourage these young females who are doing amazing work in Africa? And then light bulb moment. She was like, hey, let's have an awards. And that is how this was founded, the Act Now Awards. But as she sat down pondering on how can we make it bigger and better, she remembered a friend of hers who is the founder and creative director of the Future Female Africa 110. And they sat down, you know how ladies we do over coffee, some stories come through, catch up with family, and they discussed how they can make Act Now even bigger, the Act Now Awards. As they were talking and sipping on their coffee, because I'm imagining they were sipping on coffee. I hope you are, by the way. I really hope you are. As they were sipping on their coffee, they talked and saw this dream, and they were like, this is a dream that has to be acted upon now. But how do we make it even better, especially for these female founders in Africa? Another bell, light bulb moment came through, and they thought of Encourage Ventures. So these three organizations came through together, and boom, we are proudly here today, and they are our partners, and they are the ones who came and through for us with the Female Founders Act Now 2023 Awards. And it's so amazing when they decided to push this Act Now Awards, they asked for pitches. My Lord, they received over 200 pitches. Do you understand reading people's projects? 200, over 200 projects from 25 countries. That was a huge number. And they were like, okay, so we have all these projects to go through. We need a bigger team. And with that bigger team came the jury. Talking about the jury, if you permit me, I'll be talking to you about the partners a little bit later. But for now, let me introduce to you the jury members who actually came through and helped our partners to make sure that this award actually comes through. So we have to say a big, big thank you, of course, to the first and foremost, the founder of the Female Founders Act Now Awards, and that is the one and only Helen Probe, who is also the CEO of Managers Without Borders. So a big thank you. We also do have another jury member, and that is the one and only Wanjiro Afman. We also do have another jury member, that is Miriam Kirshner, who came through to support the team in finding out on how to get through with these different features. We also do have another jury member that we also have to say a big thank you to, and that is Hannah Subai. Amazing, amazing, super powerful woman right there. Another super powerful mega queen who came through as a jury member is the one and only Evelyn Dior. Remember that name, by the way. Remember that name. Another powerful lady who came through to make sure that we get our winners for today is the one and only Dr. Andrea Rosinger. Thank you so much to all our jury members. I can imagine how difficult it was to come through with our different categories, our winners for the different categories. Without much further ado, how about you don't hear it from me? I would love to introduce a lady, and permit me to use an African saying that I stole from a Nigerian movie, by the way. Yeah? So in case you've heard it before, that's where it came from. So there's a Nigerian saying that states or says, goes like, what a mature or older woman sees while sitting down, a young person will never see it, even though you climb Mount Everest, even though you wear the highest heels, you will not see what this older person is saying. Now, this superpower, vivacious, energetic queen I'm talking about is the lady, is the founder and CEO of Managers Without Borders. Managers Without Borders is basically an organization that actually faces or promotes private sectors. It promotes private sectors in low-income countries all over the world, and especially supporting small and medium-sized companies. But what amazes me the most is this superwoman, this Shiro, as we like to call them, comes in at a whooping age of 72 years. Please help me welcome the founder and CEO of Managers Without Borders.
Thank you, Dida.
And
And I'm, thank you.
are
I'm
you?
here and I'm glad that we come together today.
You look absolutely amazing and radiant. Are you sure you're 72?
Yes, I've noticed in my books. Yes, it's true.
So I'd like to ask you a very, very simple question today because we're here to crown some of our top winners in different categories that I'll be mentioning a little bit later. But what is that important message you have for the Female Founder Awards today for us?
For me, the biggest thing for today is that we are coming together with many great women from all over Africa and from many other parts of the world to present an award that celebrates women in particular. We are celebrating their achievement, their success, and showing the whole world how successful women are, especially in Africa. The Act Now Award, which is being presented this year for the second time, gives a stage for this. Act Now is our motivation and the driving force to give the right support right now for a happy future for all people. Not talking, doing. We are business people against poverty and for prosperity for all. As organization, Manager ohne Grenzen, Managers Without Borders, we are not only the organizers of this award. For more than 18 years, we have formed a large network, a huge ecosystem, supporting entrepreneurial development in more than 40 countries around the world. We are working with a certified and respectful process. Managers from Germany and all over Europe are enthusiastically committed to these jobs as mentors, advisors, and coaches, which are a great success for both sides. This is also the case for the winners of this award. They now get great support from exactly those experts, these Managers Without Borders, who could be important for their success now. Act now. And what is special in this year? Together with our cooperation partner Encourage Ventures, we are opening the doors to financing for the winners, for their projects. German women investors invest in African women entrepreneurs. It's fantastic. This is the only way to break poverty cycles and the world grows together. It is the end of separation. Let's celebrate it. And congratulations to all women, to all winners. Thank you.
Thank you very much to the one and only founder and, of course, creator of Managers Without Borders, and also the team that actually came up with the Female Founders Act Now Awards. Thank you, Helen. Thank you so much. Now, without Managers Without Borders coming up with this idea, then maybe it will not be possible for me to talk to our next guest. Now, my next guest or my next speaker comes from an organization, a large, humongous organization. It's actually a network of ladies who are ready to invest. So basically a humongous network of female investors. I'm talking about Encourage Ventures. Now, Encourage Ventures, as I said, network. And once you hear a network of female investors, then you know there is money. The capital is involved. But what do, you may ask? Well, they offer diversity, they offer expertise, and of course, capital. And how they do this is through investing, it's through mentorship, it's through advising, and they also support women in their startups, especially women founders or co-founders of any companies. So they offer support for these startups, and of course walk you through the expansion of your project or expansion of your organization or company. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the founding members of Encourage Ventures, she could be your future investor. You never know. So please mark this name. Please help me welcome Ina Schley.
Hi, Dida.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm great.
It
It's,
is good to have you here.
yeah, I'm really excited because we have so many applications received, and I think the jury members, as you described, they really had a very, very big challenge to identify the
Yeah,
best of all those 200.
I can imagine how hard it was. My question to you would be, especially now that you represent Encourage Ventures for us here today, what would be that important message you would want to pass on to the future female founders, people like me, the rest of the people who are watching? What is that important message you'd like them to hear?
Yeah. The Act Now Award is a perfect instrument to really increase the visibility of all those great female founders in Africa. Yeah, and not only for those who have applied. I think they're a symbol for the innovation power for all the fantastic female founders we find in Africa. But for me today, this is also very important that we connect the startup network of diverse teams with the startup network in Europe. Yeah, because what we see is that all those angel and startup networks, they're working in silos, and for us it's really to overcome the silos, to work together. And as you mentioned, we bring more diversity into the investor and into the founders landscape, so the startups can find a female investor when pitching to our investor community at Encourage Ventures. Yeah, and having said that, for me it's important to thank Helene and Andrea Rösinger from Encourage Ventures because they initiated this cooperation between Manager Without Borders and Encourage Ventures. Yeah, because we learn also from this whole exercise, from the amazing amount of applications, yeah, that only a joint initiative, yeah, can show how important, yeah, the cooperation is between different networks, and then we can even have a greater impact, yeah, and this is what we want to achieve. We want to increase the number of investments not only in Africa but all over the world, so that the female founders get more visibility, get more capital as they used to do.
Thank you very much, Ina, and thank you so much to Encourage Ventures for being part of our partners for this year's Act Now Awards. Thank you so much for that. Now, the next queen I would love to introduce, the next hero I'd love to introduce, is somebody I got to know a couple of years ago. And if it was not for her, I really doubt I'd be on this chair. So kudos. Thank you very much. But she is one of those ladies who is not apologetic about letting her star shine. Musically talented, used her performance, her love for arts to actually empower women all over Africa and through to the diaspora. She is she is a founder and creative director of the Future Female Africa. I'm talking about the one and only Wanjiro Afman. And under her leadership, the Wanjiro Afman has actually created a very, very vibrant network, a community where we can all come through, celebrate each other as women, speak, share, grow, and of course, become the future leaders that she has already envisioned for us African, as African women, all the way from Africa, all through to the diaspora. Ladies and gentlemen, 10 Halfman. You are looking amazing.
Thank you, Diden.
You are
Thank you so
really
much.
looking
You too,
you
by the
came.
way. Wow, where are you sitting right now? You
Speak
look.
louder. Hello. So you've
You
done
say I
quite a
should speak
bit.
a little bit louder. It's like I've been hiding my
Yeah,
microphone.
for the guys at the back, now I can hear
Yes,
you, but I'm imagining the people passing by, they need to hear you saying I'm looking good. I'm playing
you look
around.
fantastic. Awesome.
I'm playing around with you. So
Yes.
I would like to know, because you do quite a bit when it comes to connecting Africans, or rather the connecting Africans to people around the world, connecting the global north to the global south, if I may say. You've done a lot of work. You've promoted female musicians. You've pushed artisans, if I also may say, from Africa through to the diaspora. You have used your music to empower women, to educate, to let people shine their light bright. As being one of the partners of the Female Founders Act Now Awards, what made you want to join this Act Now Awards? And for somebody who's listening, what would your message be for them to try and participate in this program next year or next year but one?
Yes. So, dear Diden, what is absolutely important and particularly important for me as part of Future Female Africa and also for Future Female Africa network and platform for the Female Founder ECNA Award is to highlight the incredible potential and the contributions of female founders. Because from
Yes.
my point of view and what I've observed over so many years is that we no longer want to use the word empower any longer, because it's not that the Shiros are lacking power. Most of the time is that they're lacking the visibility. They're not seen, and maybe
Yeah.
even not well connected. And this is exactly what we also experienced when we met the first time in Kampala with Future Female Africa, the collaborative journey we did. We came to realize that there are so many powerful women. They do so many things, from business founding, from social businesses, from charity, from philanthropy, anything, what they can do in their power. And at the end of the day, that the point is, when you are not well connected on the global scale, then maybe it might be a little bit difficult to come out of that so-called kind of shadow, because it's not a matter of empowerment any longer. It's a matter of connecting. And that's why it's so viable and so important that Manager Without Borders and Encourage Ventures with us, that is so important that we came together, and the message is super clear. Women entrepreneurs are the force to be reckoned with. And with this partnership, we want to inspire more women to step into entrepreneurship, break down barriers, and make their mark on the business world. So this award signifies our commitment to supporting and promoting female-led businesses all over the world, creating opportunities for networking, mentorship, and most of all, and very important, investment. Because without money, no way we can move things forward. And that's why we gathered here today. And let's remember that the future is female, and these founders are leading the way, which we're going to award this night. And they are not just changing the game. Female founders are not only just changing the game, they are rewriting rules. We encourage everyone to champion diversity, inclusivity, and gender equality in the entrepreneurial landscape. And that's why I would just say, together we can create a more equitable and prosperous world for all. And this is what I would like to share about the today's, yeah, celebration.
Thank you very much. We learn something new every single day. Thank you very much. Manjiro will be coming back to you
Do you hear me?
in a bit. Yes,
Thank you.
we'll be seeing you again in a bit. But we are here to celebrate an award. We're here to recognize some amazing, super powerful African women. And this is how we're doing it through the Female Founders Act Now 2023 Awards. Now, we have three categories in this award ceremony. One category is innovation. The second category is the categories under impact. And the third is the performance category. Now, for each category, we have two winners. We have the newcomer winner and the champion winner. You're wondering, so yes, you have awards, and then what? What do we get? What do we gain? Worry not. I have the juice. Yeah? I have the vibe for all of you. Now, for every winner, you get to walk away. Of course, you need that trophy, that plaque, because when people come into your office, you need to see some things that you have won. It's your stamp of being a champion. So, yes, you get to walk away with the trophy. You also get to walk away with highly competent advice from managers without borders. All right. And this is going to cost, rather, is worth 20,000 euros. I'll wait. Do the calculation in your country. 20,000 euros. So every winner, you're going to get people investing in you, mentoring, and of course, giving you expert advice on how you can expand with your projects. And that is going to be worth 20,000 euros. Imagine that. That's not all. If you thought that was it, we have a surprise for you. And guess what? You better download that Slido app right now. You better download that Slido app right now because we have a new category, a surprise category, and this is the Audience Award category. Now, for the Audience Award category, you're going to get an extra 1,000 euros. How are we going to choose this award or this winner? It's very simple. Once we find out who our top 6 winners are for today, you, the audience, are going to vote out of the top 6. Who do you think is actually the best to get that extra 1,000 euros? May the games begin. Now it's time for us to get straight into the awards. For those of you who are just joining us, where have you been? This is the Female Founders Awards Act Now 2023. I'm your host coming in from Kampala, Uganda. My name is Miss Diden, and I hope you are enjoying yourself. Remember, we're still on Slide. The conversation can be going on online because I need to know who I'm talking to. You know what I mean? I know we have viewers coming in from Senegal, from Hamburg. I'm looking for viewers from Zambia. Are you there? If you're in Tanzania, are you there? Nigeria, where are you? Let me know. If you're in Kampala, Banangi, get in touch. It's very simple. As we say, it's very, very simple. Now, for the first category, that is the category of innovation. What exactly were the judges looking for when it comes to the category of innovation? Well, now, when it comes to innovation, it's not been an easy journey, by the way. So trust me, these ladies actually went through a lot. When it comes to the category of innovation, we were looking for environmental stability. Your project had to have ensure that there was environmental stability, there was technology. We're looking for renewable energies, digitalization. English can be a problem sometimes on the African dialect. And also, if your project has some new approaches, something that we have not seen, something that is not common, you know? So these are the things that the judges and the jury were looking for. As I mentioned earlier, there are 2 categories. And now for us to begin with the category of innovation, let's go straight into the newcomers winner. And can you hear the drums? Yes, yes, yes. There you go. Credo Save, all the way from Zambia. A big congratulations. You are our first winners. And you are the newcomer winners in the category of innovation. So, of course, you get to walk away with your trophy. Now, for this specific category, I'd like us to talk to one of the jury members. And this superwoman is an amazing, amazing young female. who's making noise and making sure that other African women are actually recognized wherever they go through their projects. And I'm talking about the country officer and equity expert of Propaco, the one and only Hannah Subai. Thank you so much for joining us. And of course, how are you doing today?
How are you? Hi, everyone.
I'm
Very,
very
very,
good,
very
very good,
happy
very
to
good.
be with you today. And actually, I'm also a partner at Launch Africa Ventures, which is one of the most active tech fund in Africa. So very happy to be here, currently in Dakar, and very happy to invest in impact and tech-driven businesses all over the continent.
Thank you so much. And I know you have a passion for tech startups. So let me just ask you a very simple question as you let us know a little bit more about this category. How did you decide on Creative Save for the Newcomer Innovation Award winner?
I think for us, it was pretty straightforward because I think first the sector, right? We want to make sure that we are focusing on two sectors that are lagging a bit in Africa, which include fintech, like financial inclusions, but also food security. So it's very important to have the ability to solve two issues on our continent. So finding a financial solution that is backing farmers to help them, produce more agricultural products in a cost-effective manner and foster financial inclusion. So from this perspective, Creative Save was definitely the right call. Also very happy to be able to back a sort of frontier market. Zambia, it's not a country that we see often. So it's fantastic to be able to show that there is also upside and value creation in countries that people know a bit less. And as importantly, the company is definitely hiring and backing a lot of female farmers and staff. So it's really important for us to make sure that African female workers are also part of the value creation on the continent.
Thank you so much, Hannah, for that. I'll be talking to you, so don't go too far. But time for us to get into, still under the category of innovation. Ladies and gentlemen, the champion winner is to my people in Ethiopia. I hope you are feeling excited because the champion winner is Agrofishing Integrated, all the way from Ethiopia. Now, Hannah, I know you mentioned the fact that you are passionate about early stage investment. When it comes to early stage investment, could you please expound on that using Agrofishing Integrated as an example?
So typically what we call early stage investment is obviously a reference to the date of creation of the company, the tech ventures of the SME, whether you've been created 2, 3, 5 years ago compared to corporates who tend to have been operating for like years. But more importantly, we also refer to companies that are just establishing their team, a sustainable business model, and are just starting to generate typically turnover and starting to have an impact in their markets. So typically when it comes to our Ethiopian champion, we are very pleased to be able to back ventures and companies who are focusing on sustainable farming and sustainable practices. As we all know, climate change challenges have been more and more prevalent, unfortunately. So finding companies who are using a sort of circular economy, using sustainable farming methodologies and are transparent and open about their processes was really, really something that we liked about this business.
Thank you so much for all of that. And thank you so much for being a jury. I can imagine how difficult and grueling it was to come down to our winners for today. So a big thank you to you, Hannah Smythe. Now, time for us to move on to the next category, because remember, the Female Founders Act Now Awards is here to recognize you, the female founder. Now, for you to be part of this, to be on the list of winners, remember you've got to be a female founder of a company or a co-founder of this said company. All right, we're here to make sure we recognize you, the winners, recognize many other females out there who are doing amazing when it comes to making Africa that vibrant continent that it actually is. Now, for the next category, it is the impact category, and this one is so based on society. The impact category, the jury members were looking at the impact it has on the society. Your project, what impact does it have on the society? The diversity of your project, the empowerment of women, of course, the gender equality. How does it affect the people around your community? This project you're doing, how does it affect the people around your community? Now, for this category, of course, again, we do have the Newcomers Award and the Champion Award or the Champion Winner. And we shall begin definitely with the Newcomers Award. And for the category of Impact Female Founder Act Now Awards Newcomer category, the winner is yes, and this is coming from my country, the one and only Chuka from Uganda. A big congratulations to my team in Uganda. You have done me proud. In fact, we can go home now. Uganda has won. What more do we need? But we still have many more winners. And of course, we cannot have Chuka Uganda being a winner if we do not hear from some of the juries. How did they decide on some of these winners? So please help me re-invite again the one and only founder and creator of the future. The future is female Africa. That is 10 Afman.
Yes.
Now, 10 Afman being
Yes,
the
Monica,
founder and
right?
creative director of Future Female Africa. It's just one simple question I have for you.
Thank you.
I know you and things pertaining to society, equality is one of your biggest passions. How hard, how easy was it for you as a jury member to come down to saying Chuka UG is the winner for the newcomer category?
Yes, QCAS project stood out in the impact category because they have showcased a holistic and comprehensive approach to entrepreneurship, and that they're not only generating income and producing economic value, but they also bring positive social and environmental change and impact. And their commitment to empowering women and promoting diversity and reducing environmental impact of plastic waste aligns perfectly with the added value this award seeks to recognize. And I have the privilege of presenting Chuka, and we all have the great opportunity to celebrate this extraordinary concept that embodies the very essence of positive impact, innovation, and sustainability, as I've already said. And in the category of impact, this pioneering project focuses on recycling and transforming post-consumer plastic waste and packaging materials into valuable and enduring resources, which is the eco-friendly plastic fuel. And actually, the visionary force behind this groundbreaking project is waste to fuel. Waste to fuel is nothing short of a life change in Uganda. Chuka has harnessed the innovative and revolutionary technology. The English, the Kenyan tongue has difficulties with an R's and L's, as you can tell. But they have harnessed an innovative and revolutionary technology known as soot-free reactive extraction. So, however, what truly sets Chuka apart is their unwavering commitment to empowering women and also providing employment and opportunities. And I would like to welcome all of you to join me to extend our heartfelt congratulations to Tuka Ventures Innovation Hub, the very well-deserved winner as newcomer in the impact category from Uganda. Congratulations from Mombasa, where I'm sitting right now.
Alrighty. Hey, Mambo VP, how is Mombasa 10?
It's a bit hot where I'm sitting right now. I have put all the lights on, plus the solar outside is like switched off a little bit. I hope the internet is quite good because it was a bit of a challenge over the couple of last
No,
days, and it's fine.
it's fantastic. You are good. Thank you, Wanjiro. Do not go too far. I know you're enjoying your Mombasa trip, but time for us to find
Absolutely.
out. Time for us to find out who the champion winner is in the impact category. Woo. And the winner is Abi, my Nigerian people. So you were all there hiding when I was busy giving Nigerian sayings. Anyway, at least you know I watched your movie. So congratulations going out to Chatty. You were talking about, and that is 10. You were talking about how you loved what Chuka does. What would be your words moving forward now for Chanja Dati Limited? What would you encourage them to do moving forward since they are the champions of the impact category?
So Challenger Data Limited is what we have come to see is that they stand as a beacon of environmental sustainability and a shining testament to the potential of entrepreneurship in driving meaningful change. And their core mission revolves around the conversion also of plastic waste into valuable and enduring semi-raw materials, including pellets, flakes, and bales. And what is particularly inspiring about Chanja Dati is that the unwavering commitment also to empowering women, with over 70% of their workforce comprising of women. They understand the immense power and potential that women hold when provided with the right opportunities. And through they have a Women Recyclers economic initiative. They have not only contributed to healing the planet for all of us, but have also employed economic empowerment as a powerful tool to uplift women and their families. So Chandan is not just about waste management. They are in the business of transforming lives and having a profound impact on their community. And Chandan Dati Limited is highly deserving champion, as I can say, and winner in the impact category due to their holistic approach as well to entrepreneurship. And yes, tonight we have gathered to also give a big hollow out to them and celebrate Chanja Dati, well-deserved winner of the Female Founder ECNA Award, champion in the impact category. Congratulations to Chanja Dati Limited.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Wanjiro. Thank you so much for that. Now we are getting closer and closer. I need you all to make sure that you do have your Slido on. Why am I saying this? Because there's a surprise award, as I told you earlier. If you're just joining us, where have you been? You've missed quite a bit of the award ceremony, my friend. But if you're just joining us, make sure you get that Slido app right now. Go onto your Google or App Store, get your phone. It doesn't ask for a password. It's very simple. And all you need to do is actually put this code. Once you download it, use the code 36275. 3627542. Once you insert that code, it's very easy for you and I to actually communicate. And why I'm insisting on this is because we do have the audience awards coming up. But before we get there, calm down. I'm still enjoying this whole ceremony with all of you, so don't go anywhere. The next category I'm talking about is a category for performance. Yes, sometimes when we say performance, your minds go to the gutter, come back to me. This is when it comes to business. But in this category, what were the jury actually looking out for? Now, they were looking for project economical, by the way. They were looking for the productivity of your project. They were also looking at growth and development of your project. You know, the growth and development potential of your project, the order volume, your sales strength, your your growth. These were some of the things that they were actually looking out for in this category of performance. And of course, again, we have two categories or two winners. That is the newcomer winner, and we also do have the champion winner. And we always begin with the newcomers. We have to shine your light bright for the whole world to know who you are. And for the newcomers award in the category of performance, the winner is the winner is Keys. That is Cur Imagination Education, all the way from Senegal. Congratulations, congratulations. And for this category, this is exciting. For this category, I'd like to call upon another jury member, the MD of WIC Capital, the first investment fund from West Africa that exclusively targets women-led small and growing businesses. Let me tell you something. This is another super powerful woman because the whole world has seen it. She was actually named out of 200 people from Africa, 200 people from around the world. She was named as one of the under 40 women to look out for who will change the economy of Africa in the future. Now imagine when people foresee how good you are, and then you get to mingle with such a super powerful woman. Ladies and gentlemen, for the Newcomers Awards, and that is Keys, Care Imagination Education, all the way from Senegal. Congratulations to you once again. Please help me welcome Evelyn Dior.
Thank you, Dizen, for your energetic introduction. I'm very excited to be here and to have been a part of the juries for these awards. Whenever people talk about female entrepreneurship, of course, it's really close to my heart. This is one of the reasons why we operate at WIC, which stands for Women's Investment Club. So yeah, very excited to be here, and especially excited to announce this, to talk about this winner, the newcomer, Cur Imagination, as it's a business that's operating in Senegal, where I am from and where I'm operating from as well. So maybe
Maybe you could explain to us why Keys or why Cur Imagination Education.
Yeah, indeed. This category is about performance, as you said. It's about growth potential beyond impact, because I always say that impact is good when you are an entrepreneur and when you're in a business, but then for your impact to be sustainable, at some point you have to be profitable, and to be profitable you have to have a strong business model and a strong demand. And this is what Cur Imagination is facing locally. In Senegal, like in many other African countries, we have a growing middle class with a strong demand specifically for education and modern education. And this demand is facing an offer that is not necessarily adapted. We have traditional kindergarten, traditional models, and Cur Imagination is proposing new ways of educating, integrating the traditional and the modern. And that way they are addressing what young families are looking for. And we are in a paradigm where in these families we have both parents working full-time. So yeah, it's really is about addressing that changing, the change of mentalities of the urbanization. So they have a strong growth potential in Senegal and also throughout the continent. And while developing their business model and offering these modern tools, media for education, they are also empowering their team and making sure that this team is also inclusive for women. So we have both, we have impact and we have growth potential thanks to a very strong demand.
Thank you for that. Thank you so much for that. Time for us. Do not go too far, Evelyn. Woo, I can't believe I'm even talking to you. I feel very intelligent already. Now, for the for the next category, under performance, we do have the champion winners. And under the performance category, the champion winners goes all the way, all the way. The winner is forgive me, I'm going to go straight into Swahili now and say hongera kwenu watu wangu kutoka Tanzania. Congratulations to, of course, to Arena Recycling. Vigelegele na shangwe shangwe hivi. For those of you who are wondering what I am saying, I am literally just course, telling them that, you know, in Eastern Africa, when celebrating wins or weddings, happy occasions, you have to ululate. I wish I could do it, but my voice is too deep, so I can't do the wooluloo. Yeah, but you get what I mean, the wooluloo. Yeah, I wish I could do it. But since I still do have Evelyn Dior with me, we've talked, now we've moved from education, changing our way of educating our future children. We are now into recycling under the performance category. Please tell us a little bit more about that.
Indeed, you touched on it. Education, recycling. These are both two sectors that are extremely key in Africa. And what I love about being a jury in this award is that we saw business plans from all over the continent. And we could see how women entrepreneurs are actually very committed to addressing the urgent needs of their communities. So we had lots of business plan around education, lots about recycling. And of course, recycling is key. Like we see waste proliferating everywhere. Wherever you look, we are all impacted by that. Plastic waste in our seas, in our oceans, in our streets. And we see how women entrepreneurs are trying to tackle this issue with innovative solutions. And in this case, with our champion, they have developed a very innovative way of handling the waste. So they are, from the plastic waste in Tanzania, they are producing eco bricks, so building material, to address another high demand. So we are still in the performance, right? Which is construction. Construction is booming in Tanzania. It's booming everywhere in the country because of urbanization. So we have, on one side, a massive problem that we have to tackle very urgently, and on the other side, a massive demand as well. So it's just the right mix for an amazing business, and a business that has lots of potential. So, and what I loved, and I think what we all liked about this business, is that they are not only doing eco bricks. These eco bricks themselves are ecological in the way that they are isolating from the heat and from your extreme temperature. So in themselves, they are also a way to fight climate. So I'm very happy to see one of recycling business as one of the winners. Again, it's about tackling very urgently all these urgent matters on the continent. And I was also excited to see several businesses that in some way were also around recycling and handling that issue. So massive congratulations to Arena Recycling from East Africa. So I presented both a business from West Africa and another business from East Africa. I'm really glad. And also I really love that. working originally in West Africa and focusing in Francophone West Africa. I just loved seeing all these businesses from Southern Africa, East Africa, Northern Africa, with a common goal of having a better world and making money. Because at the end of the day, they have to make money.
Very, very true. Thank you very much, Evelyn Dio. Thank you so much. It was an honor talking to you. Do not go anywhere. Please continue enjoying the event. But it was a pleasure talking to you and to the rest of you in Africa. Remember that name also, Evelyn Dio. Because when you see the economy of Africa changing, remember that Evelyn Dio's name will be right there. And you've just actually heard from her. And you never know, she could be your best friend. For me right now, we are best friends for life, and you can't tell me anything. Hi, Evelyn. Don't ignore me when you see me on the streets in West Africa, maybe. Now, a big congratulations to all of you, to the winners. Remember, we had three categories. That is the category of innovation. And under the category of innovation, we had the Newcomer Awards. And the winners were Credo Say from Zambia. We also did have the champion winners, and this was Agro Fishing Integrated from Ethiopia. Under the impact category, we did have the Newcomer Awards coming in from Uganda. Yululu. And that is Chuko Ventures. Thank you so much. And then, of course, the champion winners, we had my Abi brothers and sisters from Nigeria. That is Chanja Dati Limited, representing Nigeria. Then under the performance category, we did have the Newcomer Awards, that is Keys, which stands for Care Imagination Education, all the way in Senegal. And of course, we also did have my sisters right here in Tanzania, Hongera Kwenu Tena, and that is the Arena Recycling. Arena Recycling. Now, earlier on, as we began these awards, I told you one thing and one thing, that we had a surprise for you. And that surprise is somebody, one of these six winners is going to walk away with an extra 1,000 euros. So it is now your time to go onto your Slido and start voting. You can join this vote simply by scanning the code that you see, or use the code digits, that is the hashtag 3627542. That is 3627542. Who is your choice to win the Act Now 2023 Audience Award? Remember, everybody here is a winner. Yes, the jury chose six winners, who, by the way, each gets a trophy and actually gets highly competent advice from Managers Without Borders worth 20,000 euros. So a big congratulations to you. But now, I want to know, who do you think deserves to walk away out of the six companies? Who do you think deserves to walk away with the audience award? Please let us know. You can use the hashtag of the country in case you don't remember the names of the winners, but some of the names of the winners will appear on your screen, and that includes Credo Say from Zambia. You can choose Agrofishing Integrated from Ethiopia. You can also choose you can choose Chuka Uganda. I don't know why I was saying Wanjiru. I think I missed her. You can also decide it's Chanja Dati Limited, or you can say your choice is Keys. That is Care Imagination Education from Senegal, or Arena Recycling from Tanzania. Who is your choice? I want to see this conversation starting now. I want to see the votes. And as we wait for your votes, we also do have something, literally something very, very special that we would all like you to participate in. And that is the art auction. We do have an art exhibition, an art charity exhibition that we would love all of you to participate in. And not because it's just for art's sake, but also because 50% of the bids that you put through actually go to supporting young sheroes. What is sheroes? It's just a hero with an S, the female shero. It goes into supporting the young female leaders, the young sheroes who are coming up. And of course, the rest of it will get into performing, the rest of it will go into Managers Without Borders to help them support all these different projects that they're actually supporting. I don't want to talk too much about it, but before I call the person who should actually tell us a little bit more, I want to remind you to use the Slido code that is 3627542 and let us know, who do you think out of the 6 winners, who do you think should actually get that 1,000 euros? Who should walk away with the Audience Award, the Female Founders Act Now Audience Award? Who do you think it should be? With that said, please, let's welcome the gentleman who has been hiding behind the scenes. My boss, again, for today also, the gentleman making sure that all of this is being seen live and direct to you. And essentially, the only gentleman we have on the team today. Please help me welcome the one and only Mr. Lars. Good evening, Lars. How are you? And you might not have any sound, so kindly give us your sound a little bit there.
Oh, you can hear me
Yes.
now?
Now you're good.
Thank you. I'm the man
Now you're
behind the
good.
scenes, so that's why I switched off my
magic.
microphone and I forgot to turn it on. So the stream is running so well, and as soon as the guy from behind the scenes come on, it doesn't work anymore.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about this art auction for charity exhibition that we're actually having, so that we know and how we can actually participate. How can we bid for these art pieces?
Sure. So the idea of the art exhibition came when Helene actually asked Anna and myself from Fair Concept if we could support the award show for tonight. We immediately said yes. So that's how we came to manage the stream and doing all the work in the background. And we were also part of the jury. And as members of the jury, we saw so many great concepts and so many great ideas and so many great women entrepreneurs that we thought there are just too many. There are more great potential than can be awarded here and today. So we thought, what could we do to just support the African ecosystem, the African startup ecosystem, just beyond this award? And that's where the idea of the charity exhibition came up, where all of you can buy artworks from one of our artists. His name is Godwin Ajay Sova. He's from Ghana, and he's an artist that I know for more than 20 years now, and I got to know him in another charity project, which is the Baobab Children Foundation in Ghana. And Ajay teaches art in art classes for children and shows them and brings them the beauty of art. So that's where we got to know him, and we are organizing exhibitions for him over here in Europe and selling all his artworks. And when I told Ajay about the award show we are doing here, he immediately agreed to donate. It's around about 25 of his artworks to this charity auction, and says, okay, Lars, let's try to sell them to people. So we have all kinds of artworks in a range from starting 50 euros up to, I think, 600 euros. So there's something for everybody. We already sold some of the artworks, and just to give you an imagination of what they are and how they look like,
Yeah.
I've prepared a little presentation that I'm going to show to you right now.
Thank you. Thank you. Those are some amazing, beautiful pieces right there.
Yes, they are. So we are very, very happy to be able to show them here, to present them to you. And as I said before, and as you mentioned, the good thing is that 100% of all the sales and all the revenues directly go into charitable projects in Africa. So nobody earns any money for that. It's just a donation and it's just for the good cause. So we are very happy that Ajay supports this project, and let's all try to contribute to that. And if you want to see those artworks, there's a link on Artsy. I'm going to display that later on. You just, to make it easy, you get in contact with me, with Didan, or with Helene, and then we sort it out and show you all the artworks, and obviously find the right one for each and one of you. Thank you very much for having me,
Very, very.
and enjoy.
Thank you, Lars. And you know, for everybody who's been wondering, who's been making sure we are all seen clearly and heard, this is the gentleman behind the scenes, the director for today. That is Mr. Lars. Thank you, Lars. As we're coming closer to the final, we were asking all of you who your choice would be for the Female Founders Act Now Audience Award. We already have 6 winners. You were to choose out of the 6 winners. But before I announce the 6 winners, none of this would actually would be possible. Most of us would not be sitting here in front of our screens if it was not for the amazing lady, the founder and CEO of Managers Without Borders, that is Hélène Proble, who actually came up with this whole idea of recognizing women in business. And if it was not for her, then most of us would not be here. So we do have to say a big thank you to the team at Managers Without Borders for being our partners for the Female Founders Act Now Awards 2023. We also have to say a big, big thank you to another partner, and that is Encourage Ventures. As I mentioned earlier, it's a large network of female investors, huge network of female investors. They're going to actually help merge the investor to the project from Germany to Africa. Hello. They're making it so much easier. They're all under one umbrella, Encourage Ventures. So thank you so much again for being part of Act Now 2023 Awards. And it would be remiss of me not to also mention the Future Female Africa. And that is the one and only founder and CEO, Wanjiro Afman, and her whole team for joining hands with the rest of our partners and making sure that the Female Founders Act Now 2023 Awards actually came through. You must be wondering if there's going to be a next one. All you have to do is follow us. Follow Future Female Africa. Look for all these people you've seen talking. If you do not know who exactly they are, I've mentioned a little bit about what they do. Google is your best friend. And that is why we're doing this event live, because the world has become literally a global village. Congratulations to all our winners in the different categories. And now it is that time. I think I've given you enough time to vote, isn't it? It is that time for us to announce the winner of the Audience Award. That is the Female Founders Audience Award category. This choice is all about you. The voter has nothing to do with us. I did not vote because I might have been I could be a bit biased. I did not vote. So who is the choice for the Act Now 2023 Audience Award? Woo, woo. Alrighty, looking at my screens. Wow, wow. We do have a winner, I believe. We do have a winner. And if you want to know, if you're on your Slido, then you definitely know who the winner is. And the audience winner is all the way from Senegal. It is Keys, that is Care Imagination Education, all the way from Senegal. A big congratulations going out to you. The viewers have voted you as the Female Founders Audience Award. A big, big congratulations going out to you. And thank you so much for what you are doing. And hopefully, one day you will come to Uganda and, of course, come and show us how to continue with your projects right here in Uganda. To all our winners, we say a big, big thank you to you for taking time to actually go through the projects. Write up your projects, send them. And to the jury members, a big thank you, because going through 200 pitches is not one easy feat. And we all know you're all busy. So a big, big thank you to all of you. Again, I don't know how she does it. I am not sure. But I need to be like, I will endeavor to be like you. And that is the one and only founder and CEO of Managers Without Borders. That is Ellen Prob, who made sure this actually comes through. And with that, Helen, what would you love to tell all of us before we wind down?
I'm totally impressed about all the informations about the winners. And I hope that we can give the best support. It's it, it's it's great to support all these fantastic ideas and projects. So at the end, I wish all the best to all the winners, because all women are winners at the end. But the best one
Yes.
we can support in the moment, and after that, perhaps we can support more. But in the moment, these are our specific activities, and I wish all the best, all women in the world, and all our winners. Have a good time and a good future. And for
Thank you
Dina, for
very much.
you, thank you for your fantastic way of announcing everything, every detail, and for your uh, nice way to talk about it with all the people there. Thank you very much for your support.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It was an honor working with you also. Thank you so much. And before we wind down again, maybe a little something, a little video clip from the future female, no, not the future female, but the future female Africa, future female Africa founder and creative director, that is 10. We have a small video to play for you. There you go. And as we come to the final end of this amazing award ceremony, that is the Female Founders Act Now 2023 Awards, all I can say is I am proud, I am honored to have been with all of you all over Africa. I am proud and honored to say that I'm associated, proudly associated with all you ladies out there. And of course, just to let you know, for those of you who've been watching from home or wherever you are watching from, it could be in the office, mark the ladies you have seen on the screens. And that is, of course, Helen, if I may use the first names for faster movement, and 10 of the Future Female Africa. Of course, we have to say a big thank you to Hannah Subai. Remember these people, remember their names. To Evelyn Dio, who was also a judge. Remember this name. To Dr. Andrea, thank you so much. Remember that name. To Ina of Encourage Ventures, remember that name. 10 is back on with me. What are your final words to all of us? Bless us with your knowledge.
I would love to say that the Female Founder ECNA Award is not just an event, and we should call it a movement. It is a movement. This is what I actually feel. It's a call to action for each of us to embrace our own potential and to break from all limitations and to contribute to our unique gifts which we have, and to have those great role models like we have Helena right here. So, and all of us together, we can shape a future that is more inclusive and more equitable and filled with boundless opportunities. Because this is what I see also for all of us, that we have a great time to change things. And this is the great moment for us to come together and to do so. So that's why I would say Act Now is a movement, and let's move on for the next year. Thanks for having me.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Indeed, and
And
thank
of course,
you.
Yes. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Ina,
Yeah,
thank you
Didan,
so much.
you are a fabulous moderator. So a big thank you from my side for this performance. It was spectacular. So what I can say, for me, the closing remarks are the Act Now Award is a fantastic movement, yeah, but we need to work on a sustainable basis, yeah, and Manager ohne Grenzen without borders is a perfect example how you work, over the years, no? In cooperation with experienced managers and young entrepreneurs. Yeah, and the same applies to the initiative of Encourage Ventures, because we do not just select the startups and entrepreneurs. Our goal is to accompany them along the life cycle of their enterprises. Yeah, and with this being said, I hand over to you again.
Thank you very much. You have heard the blessings coming in from our partners, Managers Without Borders. You've heard from Encourage Ventures and, of course, the Future Female Africa. It would be remiss for me not to thank the people behind what you're seeing, all this. And that is Mr. Lars, that you actually got a chance to see right there from Fair Concepts. And of course, Anna, who is hiding behind the scenes, but making sure everything is clear, loud, and correct for all of us to have a beautiful viewership right there. So a big thank you to the team behind the scenes. Cheers, virtual cheers. Thank you so much. With that said, to you, the winners, congratulations. Hopefully one day you can come to Uganda, or I can come to you, and let's meet up, let's network, because this is what it's all about. You just heard it. It is just not an event, it is a movement. It is a beautiful sight to see women coming together to invest in other fellow businesses, other fellow women's businesses. You are the future, and we are here to follow you and learn from you. It's amazing to see ladies sharing stories and sharing success together, picking each other up. This has actually become a full network. And for those of you who are watching us and you're wondering, how do I participate? How do I get in touch with all these ladies? I said Google is your friend. Number two, go into my social media handles. That is at Miss Deeden. And I will be able to send you all the information you need to get in touch with all these powerful women. With that said, all I can say is be blessed, keep shining, keep the stars shining, keep on investing, keep on creating, keep on thinking outside the box. Let's make Africa that continent that is the ideal business destination, that vibrant business destination. From Germany to Africa, streaming right here in Kampala, my name is Miss Deeden. Kwaherini. Have a beautiful evening.